Ironman who broke his neck to run in Boston Marathon. The world record holder in the Ironman is planning to run a marathon. Oh yeah, he also broke his neck last year. The world's fastest Ironman, Tim Don, was involved in an accident when a vehicle turning into a gas station struck him in the side in October just last year, according to the New York Times. Don experienced the hangman's fracture, a broken C2 vertebra. In order to keep competing, Don elected to have a halo put on. With a halo, titanium pins are screwed into the skull, 2 in the front and 2 in back, and then attached to metal bars which are connected to a bust that must be worn for 3 months. Training in the halo was extremely painful for Don. He's worked on strengthening his core and lower body. He was able to train on an exercise bike as long as he did not lean forward to overload his neck. Don is now planning on competing in the Boston Marathon. He says he expects to finish in around 2 hours and 50 minutes. Best of luck, Tim. It's only halftime. Don't go anywhere.
Flexible NFL helmet designed to reduce concussions. This NFL season, about 70 players are wearing a new state-of-the-art helmet designed to lower the risk of concussions. The Visus 01 was specifically designed to soften the blows NFL players take to their heads during games. The helmet is made of 4 different protective layers. The outer shell is made from flexible thermoplastic that compresses to absorb shock, then rebounds, much like a car bumper. Next is a layer of more than 500 polymer columns that can twist and move laterally, reducing the impact of rotational acceleration, a major cause of concussions. Underneath that is a hard inner shell that helps prevent skull fractures and brain hemorrhages. Below that, a layer of memory foam provides the player comfort. About half of NFL teams have put in orders for the Visus helmet. NFL players get to choose their own helmet from an approved NFL list. The league has been looking to address concussions, especially as it has faced increasing scrutiny. Medical experts and players are concerned that repeated concussions increase the likelihood of developing CTE, a degenerative brain disease.
Goal. Goalline Technology could be back for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. Here's a guide of 2 systems that will help referees decide whether a goal has been scored. One system uses several cameras that have been installed high up within the stadium to determine whether the entire ball has crossed the goal line. Another system tracks the receptors in the ball, and magnetic fields created through underground cables calculate and determine whether a goal has been scored. Goalline Technology automatically registers the goal and instantly alerts the referee to the fact that the ball has crossed the goal line. The technology will be able to prevent controversial decisions being made, like the disallowed goal during a match between England and Germany in the 2010 World Cup in Germany. The Goalline Tech systems that have been approved by FIFA and the International Football Association Board for use include GoalRef, Hawkeye, and Goal Control. The technology passed its inaugural trial during the 2012 FIFA Club World Cup Japan. It has since been used at several major tournaments, most recently at the English Premier League and the German Bundesliga.
Take note, tourists. With the 2018 FIFA World Cup coming up in Russia, security measures are going to be tightened. Officials predict fights between rival fans and police are more likely to take place in the host cities, meaning there will be an elevated likelihood of injuries and collateral damage done to property. Visitors of non-white racial backgrounds are likely to become targets of individual attacks by football fans or radical groups. With limited legal assistance, minor crimes like pickpocketing, theft, and robberies will likely be underreported by Russian authorities. There is also heightened risk of cyber attacks with the intent of breaching the information security of corporate visitors. Despite the security concerns and the recent death of a Spanish police officer when hooligans rioted before the Spartak Moscow's Europa League match at Athletic Bilbao, FIFA said it has complete trust in the security arrangements for the 2018 World Cup.
Study finds brain disease in 96% of former NFL players tested. Many young athletes dream of playing in the NFL, but what most of them don't take into consideration is the risk of brain disease. A study by the Department of Veteran Affairs and Boston University found that 87 out of 91 former NFL players tested suffered from a brain disease called chronic traumatic encephalopathy. CTE is a brain disease that researchers believe is caused by repetitive head trauma. Brain scans can detect signs of CTE, but it can only be confirmed posthumously. The disease causes a protein called tau to form around blood vessels in the frontal lobe. During stage 2, sufferers may experience rage, impulsivity, or depression. Symptoms of stage 3 include confusion and memory loss, as the tau protein spread to other parts of the brain. Stage 4 is marked by dementia, as nerve cells in the brain die. During the final stages of CTE, the brain withers to roughly half the size of a normal brain. A federal judge has approved a $1 billion settlement between the NFL and thousands of ex-players. The money will go toward medical exams, concussion research, and payment for damages.